In terms of best practices, when it comes to online services, would you look at other industries?
Oh yes, as a retail banker you can really learn from other industries. Look at Google, how they have developed a very sophisticated network with a lot of functionality. Look at the sites that help you to identify the best deal, like Tripadvisor, like others. So I think learning from all the things that are happening around us is extremely important. And looking into new industries or other industries, I think is really worthwhile.
Do you think new competitors entering the banking market could gain significant market share?
Yeah, they may take a part of the cake, but at the same time, the barriers to entry in starting a bank have become much higher. If I look at the capital constraints, if I look at liquidity, the Basel III rules, regulation, I think it's not an industry you easily get into because it requires long-term commitments, a lot of knowledge, a lot of good risk management. So I think probably for the new players it's more interesting to get a kind of a commission model where they refer clients to banks and insurance companies. That instead, I don't see the telcos and the Googles of this world really go into full-blown banking, but they will do certain elements of the value chain.
In terms of retail banking, ING Group is one of a few players with a global footprint. Where do you see innovation within financial services?
I think there are in many markets very interesting things going on. We have also an operation in Turkey, and I'm very much impressed by the technology, the sophistication of the Turkish markets. The Turkish market is extremely competitive and technology really has found its way. There are also interesting things to be seen in Asia, where people move from a kind of very basic services to very sophisticated online services, high quality. So I think the emerging markets are worthwhile studying because we see people really make big efforts there to improve the business model. So keep your eyes open and keep your ears open, and there will be a lot of things out there where you can learn from. The same goes for Brazil, where we also see a lot of innovation in distribution and in the way how retail banking is being executed.
How do you see retail banking in 2020?
I think retail banking remains very competitive, but also highly regulated, because I think we will, for many years, we will feel the impact of the financial crisis. Banks really need to work hard to regain trust. I think products will become more and more transparent. What you see is what you get, so that means that you need to be extremely efficient in the execution to make a decent return. I think profitability will go down, but banks probably over time will become more stable, which I think for shareholders and clients is good news. But many things will happen, and I think the online revolution will continue to proceed.